The size of the economy shrinks. That's called recession.
So if you've been wondering whether your wallet needs a seatbelt in 2025, yeah, same here. The economy's doing backflips, the housing market's a maze, and don't even get me started on inflation. That's why today we're diving into Dave Ramsey's sharpest takes on what's actually going on with the US economy, and more importantly, what you should be doing about it. This is real advice. No fluff, no fear tactics, just straight up Ramsey wisdom, plus a sprinkle of current events, and okay, maybe a dad joke or two. And if you're into money talk that's clear, honest, and occasionally hilarious, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. Not only does it help the channel, it helps you stay ahead of the financial chaos. Your wallet will thank you later. Now let's get into it.
And really what we're saying here is that personal finance is about 80% behavior.
Part 1. The state of the U.S. economy in 2025. 1. Tariffs are back, and they brought drama. According to Business Insider, 2025 saw the return of significant tariffs under a renewed Trump administration. A flat 10% tariff has been slapped on all imports, with China getting hit as high as 60 to 145% depending on the product. What does that mean? Prices are going up on everything from electronics to groceries. Companies pass the extra costs on to consumers. It's like Costco prices, but without the free samples. Dave's take. Dave Ramsey isn't exactly losing sleep over tariffs. In one of his Q&A videos, he says, "The market always reacts, but people who build wealth know how to play the long game. Don't get shaken by headlines. Get busy managing your money." Reality check. According to the Wall Street Journal, GDP growth forecasts have dipped from 2% to just 0.8%. The risk of a recession now pegged at 45%. And hey, if this is helpful so far, please smash this like button for this lovely puppy.
No, you don't have a budget. This is impossible. I've done budgets for 35 years. Your mortgage is 75% of your take-home pay. That's
Right.
not sustainable.
2. Inflation. Still creeping around like that one. Let's be real. Inflation in 2025 hasn't gone away. It just put on different shoes. As per WSJ, inflation is projected to hit 3.6% by year's end. That's higher than expected and way above the Fed's target. So yeah, your dollar's not stretching. It's doing yoga poses and still can't reach your rent. Dave's advice. Inflation is just another reason to tell your money where to go, Ramsey says. His go-to, zero-based budgeting. It's like giving every dollar a job. No freeloaders in your wallet. Funny truth. You used to go to the store with $100 and get groceries for a week. Now, you walk out with a rotisserie chicken and a sense of betrayal. 3. Interest rates.
Literally. And so it's pretty crazy. Yeah, but that's it. And so it's economies are created. And you can also, another place to look at that,
The cost of adulting just got higher. Interest rates are staying high. Why? Because the Fed wants to keep inflation in check. That means borrowing is expensive. Mortgages, credit cards, student loans. It's like the economy's way of saying, hey, maybe don't buy that $90,000 truck right now. Ramsey's rule: never finance a car, and if you can't pay cash, you can't afford it. With interest rates as high as 8% on some loans, he's doubling down on that advice in 2025. Pro tip: if you're house hunting, consider waiting unless you find a deal too good to pass up. Ramsey says, don't marry the rate, marry the house. You can always refinance later. Part 2, what you should be doing right now. 1. Budget like a legend. Ramsey isn't subtle here. He says a budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. And in 2025, with costs rising and incomes not always keeping pace, budgeting is your best defense. Tool time. Try the Every Dollar app. It's Ramsey's recommended tool for zero-based budgeting. It helps you track spending, plan for emergencies, and maybe even sneak in that latte if you budget for it. Second emergency fund equals life vest. Dave's 3 to 6 months of expenses rule is more important than ever. A shaky job market and rising medical costs make this a must. According to a bank rate survey, 59% of Americans couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency in cash. Let's flip that stat, shall we? 3. Say no to new debt, like hard no. With interest rates climbing, credit card APRs are averaging around 24% in 2025 per lending tree. That's not a loan, that's a financial booby trap. Dave's rule: debt is dumb and cash is king. If you're swiping plastic for anything other than budgeted necessities, pause, rewind, reevaluate. Invest, but chill. Ramsey's take on investing hasn't changed. Put 15% of your gross income into retirement accounts like 401ks and Roth IRAs. Avoid crypto and trendy stocks. In his words, you don't need to beat the market. You need to be in the market. Long-term always wins. Market humor. Everyone's got that one friend who says, "I lost $500 in Dogecoin, but I'm holding." Ramsey would just shake his head. 5. Home buying, proceed with caution. With interest rates still high, the housing market in 2025 is weird. Prices are cooling in some places, but skyrocketing in others. It's like playing Monopoly, but every property costs $500,000. Ramsey recommends buying only if you're debt-free except a mortgage. You've got a full emergency fund. You can put at least 10 to 20% down. 20% down is ideal to avoid private mortgage insurance, PMI. 10% is the minimum he recommends to make sure you're not over-leveraged. Bonus tip: don't let fear of missing out drive your decision. Owning a home is great. For closing on one, not so much. Part 3. Ramsey's timeless principles for a wacky economy. Let's zoom out. Whether the economy is booming or busting, Ramsey sticks to 7 baby steps. 1. Save $1,000 for a starter emergency fund. 2. Pay off all debt except your house using the debt snowball. 3. Save 3 to 6 months of expenses. 4. Invest 15% of your household income for retirement. 5. Save for your kids' college fund. 6. Pay off your home early. 7. Build wealth and give generously. Why it works? Because it's simple, scalable, and shockingly effective, even when the economy's doing the Macarena. Cool Ramsey quote: "You can't control the economy, but you can control your behavior." That's where peace comes from. So yeah, 2025 is a mixed bag. We've got inflation, tariffs, a tight housing market, and uncertain growth. But if Dave Ramsey has taught us anything, it's that financial peace doesn't depend on the headlines. It depends on you. Budget wisely. Kill your debt. Save like your future depends on it. Because it does. Stay smart. Stay calm. And as Dave always says, live like no one else now, so you can live and give like no one else later. So, what do you think about Dave Ramsey's advice? And be honest. Are you actually going to follow the plan? Or are you still out here swiping like your credit card owes you money? Feel free to comment below and let us know. We're not judging, unless your fridge is empty, but your Amazon card isn't.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more, feel free to check out our next video.